All right, so maybe you're not just hungry for your next meal.
No, you're hungry for something more, right?
Right, like you want to run the whole restaurant show.
That's a good way to put it. It's a fascinating career path.
It is. And we're diving deep into what it takes to become a restaurant manager, going way beyond those, this kind of surface level descriptions you see online.
Absolutely, we're going deep on this one.
Deep dive. And we've got some great resources from RoleCatcher to help guide us. I'm actually really excited to dig into their restaurant manager, the complete career guide.
Yeah, they packed a lot into that guide. Where should we even start?
Right. Like becoming a restaurant manager, it's a lot more than just like knowing the menu, right?
It really is. People think restaurant manager and they picture someone who just, I don't know, memorizes the menu and takes reservations. But it's so much bigger than that.
Oh, for sure. So, where do we start? What's the foundation here?
Well, I think the first thing is understanding the system of a restaurant. You've got the front of house, everything your guests see and experience.
Right, the ambiance, the service.
Exactly. And then you have the back of house, which is where all the magic happens, the kitchen, the food prep.
The heart of the operation.
Exactly. But it's not two separate things. It's all connected. And the restaurant manager, you're the one who keeps it all flowing. It's about balance.
Wow, so you're like the bridge between these two worlds. That's a pretty important role.
It is. Think of it like this. You're overseeing the staff. You're making sure the food is top-notch. You're handling the money side of things.
And making sure the customers have a great experience. That's a lot to juggle.
It is. And it takes a special kind of person to handle it all. You've got to be good with people, organized, good under pressure.
So it's not just about loving food, although I'm sure that helps.
Well, it certainly doesn't hurt. But you've got to be passionate about the whole experience, the food, the service, the atmosphere.
Creating something special for people.
Exactly. And to do that, you need to be a leader.
Leadership, that makes sense. You're not just managing tasks, you're managing a team.
And that team is relying on you to guide them, to motivate them, and to create a positive and productive work environment.
Because a happy team means happy customers.
100%. It's all connected.
Okay, I'm starting to get a feel for this. It's like you said, it's about so much more than meets the eye.
Right. It's a demanding job, but it's also incredibly rewarding. So let's dig into those details. Let's talk about what a restaurant manager actually does all day.
Okay, like a day in the life. I'm ready.
Well, generally speaking, your day's going to start pretty early. Think about it. You need to get there, review reservations, prep the floor for service, touch base with the kitchen team.
So you're like the conductor, getting everything ready for the performance.
That's a great way to think about it. And then there's that pre-service meeting with your team.
Yeah.
The pre-shift meeting, got to make sure everyone's on the same page, right? You go over the specials, talk about any VIPs coming in.
Any potential challenges, things like that.
Exactly. And then doors open, right?
Yeah.
And it's go time.
Showtime. So you're in constant motion, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. Greeting guests, managing the flow of service, dealing with any issues that pop up, spilled drinks, food allergy questions, you name it.
So you're like a conductor, a firefighter, a customer service guru, all at the same time. It's no wonder multitasking is like a must-have skill for this job.
Multitasking and then some. But really, it's about knowing how to prioritize. You've got a million things coming at you at once, got to be able to sort it out. RoleCatcher really emphasized leadership as a key skill for restaurant managers.
That makes sense. Because you are leading a team, right? It's not just you in the restaurant. What does leadership look like in that kind of fast-paced, high-pressure environment?
Well, for one thing, it's about staying calm. No matter what's happening, you got to project that sense of, hey, we got this. You need to inspire your team, motivate them to do their best work, and always, always be there to support them.
Yeah, a good manager can make a huge difference.
Huge. A great manager can make or break a restaurant. It's true for the staff, it's true for the customers, it's true for the whole vibe of the place.
It's like that saying, people don't quit jobs, they quit bosses.
Exactly. So
No.
true. And the restaurant industry, let's be real, it's tough. Long hours, you're working when everyone else is out having fun.
Weekends, holidays.
It comes with the territory, so you really have to have a passion for it to succeed.
Right, it's got to be more than just a job. But speaking of that, what kind of career path are we looking at here? Let's say you start as a restaurant manager. Where can you go from there?
That's the cool thing. There's a pretty clear progression in this field. RoleCatcher actually lays out the different stages really well.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so walk me through it. What does that career ladder look like?
So you might start, as part of the restaurant staff, like a server or a host. You're learning how things work. You're getting to know the menu. You're mastering those customer service skills.
Yeah, you got to pay your dues.
Exactly. Then you might move into a junior management role, like a shift supervisor. You're starting to take on more responsibility, maybe overseeing a small team, or you might be closing, opening, doing inventory.
Getting a taste of the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Exactly. And proving you can handle it, then boom, you're ready for that restaurant manager position.
You've worked your way up. So what's a typical day like at that level? So you're the restaurant manager. What's on your plate for the day, so to speak?
Well, you're basically running the show now. Staffing, inventory, making sure you're in line with all the health and safety stuff.
Making sure the doors stay open and the customers are happy.
Exactly. Plus, you're developing your team, setting the bar for customer service, really digging into the financials.
Okay, so not just the food, but the whole business side of things too.
Oh yeah, you got to know your numbers. Profit margins, labor costs, all that fun stuff.
Sounds like a lot to keep track of. But for the right person, someone who's really passionate about this world?
It's a dream job. And like we said, it doesn't end there. You can climb even higher, become a senior restaurant manager.
Oh, right, right. So you're thinking big picture then.
Exactly. You're setting the strategy for the whole restaurant, building relationships with suppliers, maybe even developing training programs for your staff.
Wow, so you've gone from learning the ropes to shaping the entire operation.
It's a journey. But along the way, you've gained some seriously valuable skills: leadership, financial management, customer service, you name it.
You're like a restaurant business expert.
That's the goal.
Okay, so let's say this all sounds amazing and someone's ready to go for it. What about that interview? What do they need to know to really nail it?
The interview is key, you're right. But don't worry, RoleCatcher has a ton of great advice on this.
Perfect, because
Huh.
I was going to ask, what kind of questions should someone be prepared for?
Well, they'll definitely want to know about your experience managing people, dealing with customer issues, how you maintain a safe and efficient workplace.
So those core skills we talked about, they want to see them in action.
For sure. They might ask you about specific situations you've handled, how you dealt with a difficult customer, how you motivated your team. Be ready with examples.
It's one thing to say you're a good leader, it's another to actually demonstrate it.
Exactly. Oh, and brush up on the business side, too. Food costs, inventory management, those are all fair game.
Makes sense. So come prepared, be passionate, and be ready to show them what you've got.
That's it. Show them you're the one who can handle the heat.
Because the restaurant industry, it's no joke, but it's also incredibly rewarding, and it sounds like there's a lot of room to grow and really make your mark.
Absolutely. And that's what's so great about RoleCatcher. They give you the tools to do just that.
Yeah, they break it all down step by step, from building your resume to prepping for that interview. So if you're ready to take charge, inspire a team, and build something special in the world of food and hospitality, this could be the perfect career path for you. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us, and be sure to check out RoleCatcher to explore even more exciting career paths.